23, you need to stay up in 2.
Hands. Hands. Show me your hands. Step out of the passenger side. Step out of the passenger side. Walk towards me. Walk towards me.
Yeah, I have a cigarette.
Okay, walk towards me.
Yeah.
Put your hands on the hood. Put your hands on the hood. Put your hands on the hood. You're being detained. Place your hands behind your back.
On what?
Place your hands behind your back. Where's your husband?
He's inside. I need to
Okay.
get my...
Sit down. Sit down. Cross your legs. Sit down on your butt. Cross your legs. 36. One detained.
10-4-4-15.
Another male inside.
Robert, hey. Look,
Come to me.
come here.
Come to me.
It's okay.
Come to me right now.
Yes, sir.
Keep your hands up. You have any weapons on you?
I have a knife in my right hip pocket.
Leave
sir.
it where it is.
Yes, sir.
Turn away from me. I'm going to detain you and I'll advise you further of what's going on, okay? Place your hands behind your back.
Hey, can we get my evidence? My stuff is in here, and I've got to get my stuff in the car.
2 detained.
10-4-4-16.
Not sure if I felt that double out here. Alright, where's your knife at?
Right there. Oh, right there. Yeah, that one.
This one?
Yes, sir. There's a lighter and a knife in a folding pocket knife.
Okay. I'll let you all know what's going on in just a second, okay?
Yes, sir.
You have no other weapons on you?
No, sir. I have keys.
Honest question.
I have my wallet, my keys, cigarettes.
Do you have any weapons in the vehicle? Honest question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's in the vehicle?
TV9.
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Don't say anything else.
I understand that. It's officer safety. I'm not questioning anything like that, okay?
Don't say anything else. We're in danger. My kids
All
are in human
right. Come over here. Sit down with
I
her,
will
please.
say this. My kids are in human
Can we sit
traffic,
against that wall, sir?
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
I need my stuff to prove what's happening with my children, so for God's sake, please let me.
Let me
Please,
double lock
please,
those handcuffs
please.
so they don't tighten on you. Here, come on. Stand up.
Please let me get my stuff to protect my children.
All right, right now, y'all are just detained.
Okay.
The reason I got out with y'all is we were issued a bolo out of Marion County, Florida.
Yeah.
I'll be on the lookout. You want to sit down with your husband? I'm gonna hang out with y'all for a second until
they're human
another
trafficking.
deputy gets to me.
I'm letting you know. You're being recorded, right?
Yes, this is active.
Okay. I need, what's your name?
Deputy Ryan Willis,
And what county?
Lowndes County.
Lowndes County, Georgia?
Lowndes.
Lowndes
Yep.
County?
Like on the side of the car.
Okay. What city or what town is it?
This is the city of Lake Park.
City of Lake Park.
Yep, just outside of the Florida-Georgia line.
Okay. My children are being human trafficked. I tried to call 911. Nobody answered.
Yeah, 36, you still 10-4.
I have all the
I'm
evidence
10-4.
in the car of what's going on. I need to talk to somebody that's going to protect me.
Okay. We can handle all that. Where in the vehicle is a 9mm?
I'm not saying anything else because the stuff in there, my kids are being trafficked, human trafficked.
Okay, I understand that. I need to
Listen,
find
you
where the
don't know how big a deal this is.
Okay, but you said you
My
don't want
life
to tell
is
me
at
anything,
danger,
so.
though. Can you call the U.S. Marshals here? Because there's U.S. Marshals and federal officers in my case.
Okay.
They're aware of what's going on.
Well, let's see what Marion County know. Units, y'all downgrade. There's no one else in the vehicle.
Do you have a business card so I know who
I don't. I'll give you all my information, okay? Just let this other deputy
What
get to me.
sheriff department are you with?
Lowndes.
I know, is it
Yes,
Lowndes
sheriff.
Sheriff's Department?
Ryan Willis, Lowndes Sheriff, Georgia.
Listen, I've been fighting for 10 years and this is some deep stuff, what's going on, and it's all in my car and I need you to keep it safe.
Okay,
If
I'm not taking nothing from you, okay? Like I said, y'all are just detained for right now until I can figure out what's going on, okay?
And they're gonna hurt me they're gonna hurt me if they take me back there. There's a federal judge that's in cahoots, and I'm gonna be hurt.
Okay. Sarge, I'm gonna get some gloves. 9mm are supposed to be in the car. She's already starting on the rights.
Oh, is she?
But
we're going to tow the vehicle and they want both of them?
just for right now, it's her.
There's a federal case going on right
Well, I have the husband and wife detained. It is going to be that Neely subject that they advised of.
Just inform on the phone with him now.
Second. Hey, Parker, will you watch him right quick, please?
Hey, it's Deputy Willis, the Lowndes County Sheriff's Office.
Buddy, how are you?
Hey.
I hear you got my murderer.
Yeah, I got her and I got her husband and the vehicle.
Perfect. Hey, give me 1 second. Let me call you right back.
All right.
25. Good.
Alpha has the vehicle. I'm cutting 27.
Kill.
So they're working on getting the arrest warrant completed. I'm assuming you guys will take them to y'all's jail. Have you talked to anybody else from our agency yet?
No, I called my brother earlier to find out what's going on, but that's it.
Okay. So they're obviously going to use that car, so I'm assuming you guys got a contract towing company where you can take that car and tow it to a secure lot where they can come up and...
We'll tow it to ours.
Well, let me give you the phone to my sergeant.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, it's Sergeant Bradshaw.
What we need to do is get in contact. I was going to cut.
We're going to tow this vehicle to our impound lot at our county. We're not going to go in it.
Are you getting out to Lakeview Gardens to 24 South County, Monica
We're going to shut
Drive?
the door and load it on a flatbed and have it towed to our place.
However, 12 vehicle
So
death
we get in
that
contact
occurred
with
sometime during the night. That's
technical and
30 hours.
because we just can't put them in the jail because we ain't got nothing to take them to jail for. So we retain them. You get contact with somebody, a D unit, and have a D unit that's
That's at North Survivor. That's 2017 black
behind there.
Nissan Frontier pickup, front four-door.
Sit them in there and just hold them.
Fixes eggs, they came and picked it up. Just complaints.
What about him?
right now, I don't know that they're going to have any probable cause on him. However, I think this kind of threw a little bit of a loop in it because now they're thinking maybe he was with her when this went down, but we didn't know that.
All right, we're gonna have to have, you know, we're gonna have to have something on him to hold him.
Yeah, we're working on that right now. So if you guys can just put the habeas gravis on him and hold on to him. Obviously, we've got for certain probable cause to arrest her. They're working on an arrest warrant for you guys right now.
Okay.
And then I'll get you an answer on him. And I've made contact with the naval base over there where they live because they were sitting there and waiting for him. They said he never left, so he obviously was with her. So I got a feeling that we're fixing to have a couple of Texans in the car heading to the lounge right now.
All right. Well, we're sitting here at the Circle K right now with them in handcuffs sitting on the ground until we get that.
Call the detective and
We're just call one of our detectives out that way.
Take them down. They just have one deep down
That
the
sounds
office.
like a plan.
We're probably just going to take both of them down there to our office.
I'm going to text you
2.5 hours south
in our
on 75.
that way you can give it to your detective and then you can
Ocala, yeah.
All right. If you need something, just
Well, it ain't really 2.5 hours to come up.
all right. Just call this number if you need something and keep us in the loop.
We're gonna cut that with on call to Ted Polly. Porter usually probably up for there, but I ain't gonna
Hey,
give him.
you there? You're breaking up
I'd rather
on me.
talk to somebody higher up because they might look at call
Yeah, I got you
Trent.
now.
Trent won't know what to do, so I'd rather have somebody higher up. I know Jack.
And I will. I'm going to text that detective.
Yeah, probably call Jack. Jack can love
this
him
number
out.
Okay.
to Melissa's number,
That'll work.
and that way you guys have it so you can give it to your detective.
Do you want them separated?
Yes, please.
All right. All right.
All right.
We
Sounds
don't want high
good.
official. We want Trent Houston.
Who we want?
We don't want high official. Trent Houston can like a zip like a resident. Just let him know like we can pick him up later on. But now we gonna get a detective to come out. Maybe like I said, a supervisor. And then we can like say separated.
Do you want to go ahead and take them up there to Detective Bureau now?
Yeah, we go probably. Probably be best.
Howard.
Don't get a record about a block.
Matt Howard. If you want to tell him just to meet us up at the sheriff's
I'll
office.
give him a call. We'll have to give us a call and.
You mean start a county record?
There's a record about a block.
Okay.
Good.
I really gotta change these flashlight batteries. They get mad.
You can if you can see all the doctor. You can if you have place like that. You can see all the light.
One of our detectives is contacting us, and we've been in contact with Marion County as well. So we're working on it.
I need federal, you guys as federal task force on human trafficking.
Okay.
Guys from the DOJ, the federal human trafficking. I do not want to be released. I have a case in federal court in 5 states and Washington. William Barr knows who I am. Okay? I need a federal officer.
All right. Well, everything that you're saying, just tell our detective when he gets here. Okay.
What's the ETA, sir?
He's waiting on him to call us. Okay.
17, can you see if we can find a kid in the building? Letter? Phone number?
What's your name?
Bradshaw.
Are y'all everybody's reporting right now?
74. Let me see if we can get him back on the line.
My name Lieutenant Roby.
Okay, I'm letting y'all know. I was born in Savannah, Georgia. Jurisdiction lies in Georgia. I do not want to be sent down to Florida. I have information on human trafficking, and they could try to kill me.
Okay.
So I need you guys to protect me because that's what y'all do.
Okay.
And I've got the evidence in the car.
17 lines up, yeah.
I can show y'all
Except for the Echo
everything.
building.
You can show the detectives. We're road patrol guys.
Well,
You can talk to the detectives.
you guys you're the first line of
I'm
duty,
trying to call him now.
and
What is this about?
whether it's bigger
Well,
than
y'all are
All right,
working
what's going to happen?
a
Y'all going to
burglary
go
down
through our
in
sheriff's office
Patterson
with
when
us.
me and
Y'all
Nate
gonna
got
talk
sent
to
over
the
here in
detectives
reference
up there.
to a homicide
That's what's
vehicle
gonna happen.
coming from Marion County.
Florida.
And this is that vehicle.
Not at our office, not on call.
What my vehicle?
Deputy Willis.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, bud.
Alright, so you can let your sergeant know I just got on the phone with our detective people. Obviously, we definitely have probable cause to arrest her. They're working on your arrest warrant for her homicide charge. We need that car shut, locked, sealed, towed to y'all's impound yard. As far as he goes, obviously, based on their sovereign citizen background, I doubt very seriously this will happen. But if you wouldn't mind asking him if he would be willing to come down to y'all's major crimes unit and sit and wait for our detectives to come talk to him, more than likely he's going to tell y'all to suck it.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, you guys can unhandcuff him, dust him off, and send him on his feet.
Okay.
Alright?
Alrighty.
That was fresh off the press, and you got their number in case anything changes. They said that they would be letting you guys know the second that warrant signed by the judge.
Sounds good.
Alright, brother, thank you.
Yeah, buddy. So basically, he said, based on their sovereign citizenship background, they don't know if they're going to be able to get something on the mail. But they want the vehicle and her. They're going to let us know when the warrant's signed on her. And basically, if we can just ask if they're not able to get something signed on him, if we can just ask if he'll accompany her down to the detectives, down to the office, and wait on their detectives to get there.
I'll let you tell. Well, I'll just say I'll let you just tell me how it happened. But I don't understand the reason. Office, and I guess the detective is going to come, and
Are you turning? Is it on?
Mine is, yes.
Is it on? It really needs to be you because you're talking.
it's on.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna transport y'all separate down to the office. Like I said, the detective's going to come. Our detective's going to come down there. Hold y'all until I guess the detective from Ocala, Marion County come down.
We can't possibly. We need a federal officer.
Yeah, well, like I say, it can. So like I say, that's what's going to happen for now. We're going to, like I say, we're going to take it to our office now. And then once you get there, you can talk to our detective, or our detective will, talk to y'all and see what Marion County detective is going to do. And then we'll just go from there.
Can you undo the camera a little bit?
The hammer?
Or the camera?
What about it?
It was, your hand was kind of on it too.
No, I mean, it's fine. It's still recording.
Okay.
So that's
I'm afraid for my life.
okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
And am I being arrested right now?
You're just being detained until.
Okay. If I'm not under arrest, I have the right under law, and I can show you what the law is to be released.
Okay. Well, like I say, we have right now. We have enough because we actually have enough warrant, information to detain you. So we can't just let you go. No.
There's no warrant.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're not.
I have the law.
Okay. That's well, good and fine. But we're not going to sit here and discuss that. Go get you. We gonna keep you separate. We gonna keep y'all separate.
Don't say anything about it at all. If you don't know anything about it, don't say anything about it. They're gonna try to break me and you up. We're married. What we talk about is confidential.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Slides your shoe on. Have you been patted down?
I patted him down.
Okay.
Just in case.
You do not have to say anything.
You're right.
Listen, you don't have to say anything. And if he doesn't read you ask him because they have to arrest you. They have to place you under arrest.
But you're not under arrest, so we have
your Miranda rights. They don't reach your Miranda rights. Nothing that they say. It throws out all of your investigation and all of what they talk about. So keep on saying that. And ask to be released. The judge will throw it out. The federal judge will throw it out. I'm already in federal court.
All right,
I know you're tired. You got this.
All right, come on. You gotta.
Look, I'm just trying to protect my child.
That's understandable.
Okay.
That's understandable.
My child.
Real quick, I'm gonna do an actual pat down on you just for any more weapons, okay? This is your wallet. What's right here?
my
keys to the
children are
vehicle?
being
Probably
human
keys.
trafficked.
Okay.
Somebody
I'm gonna
needs to help
go. Is this a
my
double pocket or
children.
single?
Okay, well, you're gonna tell the detective and the detective from everybody else. I mean, we're just in a transcript. I don't really know about what's going on. Okay.
And my thing, my
Can you
evidence,
turn
I'm not
this
going to
mic
be
on,
able to
buddy?
talk to the detective if I can't show him what
Well,
I have, what's
not,
going on.
Nothing in that vehicle is going to be touched. It's going to be moved. That's it.
Charger.
The vehicle's going to be towed, but nobody's going to go inside the vehicle.
Okay.
Nobody.
Well, the windows rolled down.
Well, they're rolling the windows up to secure the windows, but I mean, nobody's going to.
I don't want to leave my property until
Okay, well, we won't leave it to the person get here. We won't. I'll let you. You can sit right there until the record get here. Okay.
Dip in and trying to get the keys out.
You can do the buttons if you need to.
Let's see the other pocket. Let's see the other pocket.
Those are for the wrecker.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I'll get them back at the station.
It's Miranda versus Arizona.
May I smoke while we wait?
I'm fine with that. They were right here.
Yeah,
Again.
please smoke too.
You're fine with these?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that.
Can you help me up first?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't want to catch your hair on fire.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, she apparently murdered somebody in Marion County. And me and Nate, while y'all were doing the burglary down there at the farmer's market or whatever, you were tracking, me and Nate got sent over here because the vehicle pinged here. Well, that was, damn near 10 o'clock at night. Him and I and Nate rode around the area, couldn't find it. I'm sitting there, and sure enough, comes right into Circle K. That's all I know. My brother don't know nothing about it because he wasn't the deputy that responded.
How do you get up that high? How do you get up that high?
I'm gonna knock it off for you.
When I'm done, though, I'm gonna spit it out. I ain't trying to litter. No, you're
We
good.
get it, man. You understand? You know.
It's all good.
1036, now still 10-4. Kill.
Canine train lives there, right? I'm free to go to that.
Was A1 coming to this or GTs?
GTs.
Okay. 'Cause A1 just went behind.
Yeah, I think you'll be good too, because I
I'm
was
gonna
supposed to be
reposition my
off because
car.
I was going to make it.
Okay, back recording again. The record should be here probably within the next 5 or 10 minutes. What we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to take it out there. We're going to get the vehicle towed. Maybe if, I don't know what the detectives may got it, I don't know, but if so, maybe somehow, will the vehicle be, will he be alright to have the vehicle later on? Or if,
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
And another thing too, we're married under God's law
Okay,
in the Bible.
okay.
Our communications are privileged. We're not really.
Ain't nothing in there.
I'm just letting you know that
Okay, that's fine.
why it's important to me,
Okay.
and I have that right to
Okay,
be
well,
secure.
nothing's going to be moved out the car. Nothing's
But
going to
I
be taken.
need my other keys because the car will not lock.
But we're not
It will
locking.
not be locked.
Okay. You got a key right there. That's good
I
right
need
there.
the keys to be secured
Okay.
and out of the car because he doesn't have a right to be in my car.
He's not
He's not getting in your car.
getting your car.
I know, but the keys, I need it to be.
Oh, they both want his car? No, she's the girl. I'm gonna get her put in my car. Okay.
Hey, sir. Can't have you go in there or nothing. If you can just hook it up and pull it on and bring it over to the sheriff's office.
I'm going to sheriff's office.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you have a business card?
I do not.
What's your name? I need to write this name
Okay.
down.
Okay, we gonna get everything. Come on over here, man. Come on, get in. Come on, get in the back seat.
Love you, baby. I'll see you in a little bit.
We gonna come. Just gonna put it in the car.
The leg in there?
Yeah, let's go put it in the car. This ain't one time. Hey, go see what they're talking about. Come on, put it in the car. They're telling me what to do now. Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
He did it right. All right, cool.
You want me to leave him 26 or take him out?
You gotta take him just like that. Leave him like that.
Okay.
He's not on the list.
Alright. I'm gonna hold on to the keys then. You want me to hold on to the
Hold
keys?
on to the keys.
Alright. Right. Come on, bud.
You're in.
Being route to CID, one white female, ours.
Watch your head going in there, buddy.
10-4, 530.
Nate, you gonna stay with it? Yeah. Alright. 36, en route to CID, worldwide mail board, 91111.
10-4, 530.
Nate! Just in case you need them. Alright.
Kilo 6 on 10-8. You can also mark me 42.
10-4.
Hi, buddy. Can you step out for me? We're gonna walk over where your wife is at.
And all y'all being able to get together.
May I use the restroom, please?
You guys want to walk him down there?
Yeah.
Is these ours?
Yeah. It's been a weekend.
Okay, bro.
Thank you.
Got a crap?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. You said it's moving all that good?
Yeah.
And I mean, how long is a hold spell? How long do you hold people and do this for?
Well, they're on their way. They're on their way up there.
They're on their way. What? Who is?
Marion County Sheriff's
Is
Office.
on their way. What?
Here,
To do what?
speak with you.
Okay.
Lieutenant Roby should be coming out. No, it's one building. I'm just going around to the back side where we gotta get into the jail side. F-36 Lounge Central Control. .23, one white female.
Did they say how long they'd be here?
Well,
Because they cannot hold.
Marion County is 2 hours, give or take, from here.
No, I'm saying though, like, what is your? Is it a jail policy on holds? What do they? I mean, what do they do on a hold?
They hold you until Marion County gets here.
Okay, well, I'm not going to, you know, I have the right from being seized under the Constitution. So, and this is a seizure, just bringing me into a shipping dock.
Sallyport.
It's a shipping dock.
Shipping document, if you say so.
Still seized.
What else do I need? Just stand on that X for me. And this officer will be right with you, okay? Just hang out right there. Hey, Miss Gold. Murder suspect. I'm dead serious. Out of Marion County, Florida. Yep. I was just sitting across the street from Circle K, and she drove by me. I was like, no way. I whipped into Circle K. I was like, sure enough. Oh, shit. Well, what's funny is my brother is a deputy for Marion County, so I was rubbing it in his face.
Like, she just rolled right past me. Hey, bro. You know, the person is like, what ass, bro? Ask me.
Lauren Neely. Lauren Neely?
Really?
Yeah.
Make sure you tell your bud. Yeah.
Nate was like, man, I'm proud of you.
W-A-R-E-N.
No, Lauren.
N-E-L-N-E-L-Y.
Neely.
Really? She from somewhere.
Okay, everybody. Okay, I just need an audio check to see if I have my audio back. Okay, I guess I got audio. All right, now, the one thing that's remarkable about this whole situation is that Neely was more concerned about what's going to happen to the paperwork in the car than the fact that she had just murdered a guy. And that, it just blows my mind. And the way her demeanor was through this entire thing. Excuse me, I'll be right back. I'm getting feedback from another source. All right, I'm back. The
problem is that she somehow thought that she was going to be able to get in her car and drive away. Um, I don't know who's been teaching her how arrests work or what, but when you're even accused of first degree murder, not even if you have, if you have actually done it, uh, they're going to put you on a hold. They're just not going to let you walk away from that. Now, this is the very next day, not even 12 hours since Chris Hallett was murdered. And, um, all she's concerned about is her paperwork, which has to do with what's going on up in Kentucky. Yes, the weapon was in the car. Once the car arrived back in Ocala, they did a complete search of the car. The gun was then sent away to be analyzed because you have to compare the bullets that came out of Chris Hallett's body or any bullets that were stray that she may have missed or went through him. And it has to be matched up to the striations on the barrel of the weapon. And there were also casings found at the scene, and those casings would also be analyzed to determine the hammer strikes on the casings, and that can be shown microscopically if it was the same gun. And they would also test for DNA on the gun and so forth. But it was a 9mm Uzi, which was the gun that was issued to the husband. It was his sidearm from the Coast Guard. Um, that was established early on in the case, and it's in some of the materials that I've read over there. Now, there is another body cam that was recorded by the black officer that you saw in most of the scenes. I have to edit that, and then I'll be putting that up basically as a recording instead of a separate live stream. Now, what I've had to do with these tapes are nearly 2 hours long, both of them. And what I did is I went through, there's long pauses where they cut off their audio on the body cam, and they were just hanging around drinking coffee and stuff like that. So rather than have you guys watch a bunch of silent people mooling around, I went in and edited the footage so that you wouldn't have to see all that garbage. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one because it's virtually the same, except for the second body cam is from an officer. He was there after the one deputy responded to the scene, and and so he came in. He did a lot of talking back and forth to Neely and her husband, and I believe he is the one that transported Neely to the sheriff's station. The other deputy that we just saw took the husband, but the black guy, I believe, took Neely to the station. So there's slightly different footage of that situation. And the remarkable thing that you're going to see is that she has absolutely no concern for Chris Hallett. All she has concern for is her paperwork that's in the car, which had to do with her dispute with the children, and whether or not that she is going to go to Florida. And of course, as we all know, since this was 2 years ago, she is still in the state of Florida and she is awaiting trial. And people over on Telegram are trying to show that she was framed, that somebody else did it. And there's some quite remarkable material that I will be putting out, if not tomorrow, Monday, Sunday or Monday, more than likely Monday, because I'm having to work around my schedule. I worked around it today. I'm going to have to work around it tomorrow, and I'm going to have to work around it Monday. But there's at least 3 days of discovery. And the reason it took me so long to do this is I had a heck of a time editing this video. I actually had to get a different editor and use that, which is why there's some differences in the way the video was formatted. So it's just, I kept running into delays getting this up. I had intended on doing this on Thursday and it just didn't work out. So I'm sorry for the wait. But while I'm wrapping this up, I'm going to make my usual routine check just to see what's going on in the real world. But I'm also going to check and see if any more discovery is forthcoming. I believe there's still some stuff out there that should be coming out. So I'm going to be checking on that in the coming days. And aside from that, I'm also going to be kind of getting on track of how I was originally going to do this and get background information. Okay, let me see. Okay, we are on track to have the jury selection on the 26th of June. Nothing has changed. Yeah, it's funny. She was acting like this really was no big deal. That, it was like getting pulled over for a parking ticket or something. She was totally unconcerned with the fact that she had allegedly murdered a guy less than 12 hours prior to her sitting on the sidewalk, and that she was more concerned about her car and its contents. It's just the total lack of concern for Chris Hallett is what struck me here. She knew that she had killed Chris Hallett. She told this to the two detectives from Ocala when they got there. These were on the previous interview that I played. And, so what did she expect was going to happen when she was pulled over by deputies for this murder? Did she think, well, okay, you need to go back down to Ocala and appear with the deputies, or okay, if they're threatening your lives, just give us a phone number, and we'll let you know when we talk to the U.S. Marshals. No, that ain't happening. This is a problem with these people. They don't understand reality. They seem to think that they can do all kinds of stuff and nothing's going to happen. That they actually believe all this nonsense that they've been fed and they don't have to abide by anything. and they get a rude awakening all the time. People have gotten rude awakenings when they find out that, oh, this isn't going the way I thought. I thought it was a catch and release deal. I thought I was doing the world a favor by getting rid of this child trafficker. And now I'm going to have to stand trial for his murder? Oops. And, well, actually, Tennessee, I think they all are going to have a rude awakening because, they're going down a path of ultimate disaster. You can't, this is a nation of laws. And if you don't like the law, you either run for office and try and change it, or you lobby your legislatures in the state and federal areas to change the law. You just don't go and decide for yourself, well, I don't like this law, so I'm not going to obey it. It doesn't work that way. And, there's a lot going on. There is somebody that is more than likely going to be charged with perjury. And I will be getting into that probably Sunday or Monday as to who is going to be finding out that they may be charged with perjury and why. But it's important that the material that I bring tomorrow night be aired first because it's going to give you folks an introduction as to what Sunday is going to bring. Because there are things in the material on Sunday or on Saturday that lead to what is going to be coming up on Sunday because they're both intertwined. And so we're talking about a multiple perjury count for this particular individual and rather interesting set of material coming out tomorrow. So, y'all just stand by because I think things are going to get real interesting here over the next few days. Some people are going to be in for a rude awakening, and a lot of truth is starting to come out. Now, as always, Neely is assumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, but we do have the right to speculate, have opinions, and so forth. And that's all we're doing here. We are not a jury, so we can't adjudicate guilt, but we can speculate and say, well, based on what we see and so forth. Oh, good for Deep State Dave. Tell Deep State Dave that I would like him to follow me, and I'll follow Deep State Dave back because nothing annoys these people more than Deep State Dave. Oh, I love the way my phone's going down. I'm going to have to plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. This is my primary phone. I got to keep it plugged in. Oh, goodness. So, anyway, well, that worked out. I got an hour in. Yeah, there is one thing I wanted to get into on here that's kind of strange. That's been going on for the past couple days. Let me bring up the other one here so I can reference this. Okay, so that I was expecting to hear whether or not that was going to happen. So yeah, and so she's got what 5 years that she is going to have to serve, or sometimes what they do in these things is it's 5 years and she might be eligible for parole. Sometimes, usually either one third or one half into the sentence. It depends on how they do the laws in that state. So she did get her 5 years. Uh, and there is an appellate process that maybe Dave is looking into, but we'll see how that goes. But this is just, again, why you have to pay attention to the law is because all this stuff that Kirk Pendergrass talked about and Chris Hallett talked about and David Straight talks about is not correct. They may not like our system of justice, but it is what it is. And, unless they change it through legislation or other means, they have to live with what is actually the law. And, these sovereigns learned this the hard way. And, okay, it's not in this one. What has happened here over the last few days is um, a guy in South Carolina, I believe it is, passed away, and they were making a big deal out of it over on Telegram for a while, and I couldn't figure out who. Uh, oh, this is interesting. We got a. Okay, Chloe. I was wondering how long it was going to be before the trolls showed up. And they're saying that I am terrified that the PVTF are coming for him tonight. Well, I'm home. I'm in my residence, and uh, that real estate fraudster by the name, what is it, Randy Erickson or something like that. She knows my address. She even has a picture of my house, and so have at it. But be warned if it's or the state of Florida has a stand your ground law, and we also have the castle um, doctrine in the state of Florida, and both those individuals have been warned not to come on this private property. And since my life has been threatened by these two individuals, I have a right to self-defense. So they've been warned. Well, Lori, I can neither confirm nor deny that it was smirky kirky. All I can say is I spent the better part of 4 hours discussing the matter with the Florida State Attorney's Office and pointing out to them where there have been several statements made in a deposition that was given to the state of Florida in pertaining to this case. And they are studying the possibility of charging the individual who made these statements with perjury and other charges. So that is up to them. All I did is report what I saw in the discovery that I got, and it's in their hands what they are going to do with it. So we'll see what happens. There's some interesting things that have come out in my study of the discovery evidence that I have in my possession. And it's just how amazing how stupid people are. That they don't understand the law, they don't understand what it is to be under oath, and they're going to have to find out the hard way, apparently. The interesting thing now, the PPTF says they always got their man. So now Timmy and Randy are claiming that they're law enforcement. Because if they come to me, they're going to have to arrest. And that means that they would be impersonating law enforcement and engaging in kidnapping if they remove me from my house. There has to be a warrant. There has to be all sorts of things be done. I mean, let's look at what Neely Blanchard said on the tape. So I think Chloe probably should seek out mental health professionals because she definitely is off her rocker. But, this is the kind of ignorance that comes out here. Breaking news, according to TN Lights, it is alleged that Randy has been abandoned for a younger chick. Would be interesting. See, the thing of it is Randy has a companion, or used to, or I mean, not Randy, but Jesse. Jesse's a whole different ball game. This is gonna be one of these things that is going to be coming out in the near future. But this is what's going on in my future stream. We are going to have audio discovery tomorrow if things don't change. And I will also be uploading the other body cam as a recorded video. It's not going to be a live stream. And Sunday, I have other material that I will be putting up and we will discuss. And if not Sunday, it will be Monday because my schedule varies. There's no set time when I get back here from where I go. So I have to build that in. I just can't say I'm going to be on the air at 9 if I have too short a notice and when I get back. So I'll have to play this by ear. I think I've got my technical issues worked out at least so that I'll be able to put material up on time and we won't have a repeat of what we've had for the last few days. So there is that. So I'm just making one last on-air check of things. Oh, IBT infiltrated by truth made a statement. Innocent until proven guilty, not in America, and also not on infiltrated by truth. Everybody's got me guilty with no proof at all. So that doesn't apply to me with these folks, and it especially doesn't apply to Chloe 352. So yeah, so they're continuing their false narrative over there, which is, it's to be expected. These people are going to be in a state of denial forever. I don't think any amount of proof is ever going to change these people's mind. The fact that they don't give a tinker's damn about Chris Hallett says a lot about these people. And it's the same thing with the Delphi murders. They don't have any concern for the teenagers over in Delphi, Indiana. They have pronounced that guy absolutely innocent. And they have this habit of just throwing stuff out there with no proof. They've got me involved in that murder case. They've got Fireman John in that case. And, what happened to innocent until proven guilty, IBT? I don't see that coming out of your mouth. When you get in that, you got on this Whitey Bulger kick. So you're a hypocrite and you're a liar, because if you believe in innocent until proven guilty, then you don't go around accusing me of murder. And especially since I had absolutely nothing to do with any of this. And that goes for some of the other people that you've accused of things. Okay. We do have breaking news. The scheduled sentencing of a Miami County man who was investigated for this possible connection to the Delphi murder hit a last minute snag today. So, what happened here? Keegan Klein told the court that there's evidence against him he hasn't seen, and now he has asked second thoughts about pleading guilty. Klein faces 25 counts of child pornography and other charges that were discovered during the investigation into the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German near the Manon Bridge outside Delphi in February of 2017. Earlier this year. So he was going to be sentenced, but now there's new evidence. So I guess they're going to go over the new evidence, and we'll find out what happens with Klein in that respect. Good evening, Levi. Welcome. I guess you'll have to watch the recording to see what was presented today. I put up the body cam of Neely Blanchard's arrest. And other than one troll, that is all that's been going on. Well, you could always, Lori, you could always fly down, or however it is you get here. I know you probably can't afford it. But as far as streaming it, I'm checking around with the various media outlets, and also with Law and Crime to see if they could get to stream in the court. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible, because the judge is a little leery on having anything in the courtroom right now. So we have to go by that. Levi, it's a troll that goes by Grace365 or something like that. It would appear that she's disappeared off my chat. But yeah, they're in here. Oh, here he is. Close 352. And Close said that Mert's terrified that the PPTF are coming for him tonight. Gitmo! And what's funny about that is now is members of the PPTF impersonating law enforcement, because if they're saying that they have the power to arrest people, then that means they're impersonating law enforcement, and we get into another charge that can be leveled against the PPTF. So I will be archiving and sending that comment off to the appropriate individuals who are following this, so they can make a determination if this needs to be investigated. And I will check with Court TV to see how they feel about it. That's not a bad idea. It just depends on what their editorial policies are with that particular station. But that would be a good place to check, because they have the connections with Marion County, and they might be able to figure something out. The last time I checked with Marion County is that there are there has not been a great deal of interest shown by media outlets to stream from the courtroom. There have been requests for the same kind of information I'm getting, but it's about normal for this situation. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with Court TV. And yeah, well, Gitmo, number one, we're not going there. Much as, it's in the tropics, it's an island, so you get that nice ocean breeze. And I do know people that are stationed down there, but, it's just another one of these things where the people over in Telegram don't have a clue how things work. These are probably the most absolutely stupid people I've ever seen on the internet. Um, and they don't realize it, but they get laughed at every day. But a name that's been battered about is a man by the name of Ronald Perry Chadwick Griffin. Now, this guy passed away sometime, I believe it was April. And as it turns out, he is the father of one of Nellie Blanchard's children. I believe it's the oldest child. And now all of a sudden, these yo-yos over on Telegram are coming up with a conspiracy theory having to do with him. And, it never ends. This is another dead guy that is now being exploited by these people. I don't know how Nellie Blanchard feels about it, if anybody's told her that this guy has died, but it just seems odd that it took this long for this monstrous PPTF to come up with this information. I mean, there's supposed to be this all-knowing thing. You'd think they would have known about this a long time ago. Oh, here we go. Task Force is back. Task Force, I'm surprised you come back because IBT says that you're a phony, that you are made up by us, in order to discredit Tim Holmset. Do you even read what goes on over on Telegram and what they say about you? This is the funny part, is you keep coming in here and people over there think you're an idiot. Nobody likes you. Are you that stupid that you support people that think you're an idiot? That they say constantly that you are a fraud. Nobody believes you, that you are actually working for us. How do you live with that? Do you even care? Do you not realize that IBT thinks you're a fraud? That she has disowned you? The severity of the storm that is hitting the legendary Linwood is staggering. Well, I don't give a tinker's damn about Linwood. Well, can you prove it's false? Are you Jesse by any chance? I mean, we're working on the whole system here where everybody's guilty, even if proven innocent. So if somebody says that Jesse and Timmy are an item, then it must be true because that's the way these things work. You guys say things that cannot be proven. So how are we supposed to believe you, Task Force? We have no idea who you are. You're just somebody plagiarizing Tim Holmseth for all we know. Just another troll. the military has been out changing the 5G towers in conversation. This 5G thing is the absolute funniest thing. This is an example of how people know absolutely nothing about technology. They don't understand. Task Force, do you even know what the term 5G means? I mean, I've explained this. Why don't you go stand under one of those towers since they are for healing? It will heal your tender heart that you had for those few seconds. Again, Task Force, you are amazingly ignorant when it comes to 5G towers. You don't get it. And I love it as to how ignorant people are about things. Oh, I'll pay for that myself. Oh, you're calling me names again. I'm paying for it myself. It's let's see. Ocala is 80 miles from here, and gas is $3.50 a gallon. And I have a car that gets 40 miles to the gallon. So why don't you do some math and you figure it out? False. Immunity on a task force for crimes of humanity. Can you show the documentation for that task force? I mean, I love how you make all these statements and you have nothing to back it up. And what is the crimes against humanity? Yeah, that's a pretty serious charge. I mean, Vladimir Putin's facing that right now. But you people, Levi's right here. Levi Hoppa doesn't have time to watch your videos. Only 22 people were my regulars. Why are you so concerned about this channel? I mean, if this channel only has 23 people in it, what's the deal? And why isn't Timmy Hoppa on the air? Why isn't Timmy Hoppa doing streams? I mean, he could probably get 10,000 people. Hell, no shit, Chloe. But she's not listening to me. I keep trying to tell Task Force that you people don't believe she is the true Task Force, and Task Force won't go away. I find it funny. Let me give you a little education in electronics technology, Task Force, since you need it. 5G actually means the fifth generation. The only difference between 5G and 4G is the frequency the towers operate on. Other than that, there's no difference. Your internet connection that you have in your house in most areas of the country is 5G. It has to do with the configuration of the internet. It has nothing to do with magical powers from these towers. As a general rule, 5G towers are within 3 miles of each other. They operate on 5 watts of power, which is the same wattage as a CB radio. And since the frequencies are up in the KU band, this is very short wave microwave signals. They travel in a straight line, and they have very low power. So there's nothing that is going to happen with these towers. I think you people need to get yourself an education. I know that 99% of you on Telegram are high school dropouts. And Oh, he's your Timmy. What about all the other women out there? You have exclusive rights to Timmy. Is Timmy even? All right, I'll talk to you about that later. Uh, is Timmy even? It's like you can't spread the wealth. I thought he had a little bit of a harem on there, but Timmy would have to be alive and well. And it's funny how you don't see Timmy anywhere. So so you know yeah, I just find it interesting that these trolls showed up after the broadcast about, but I've only just begun. There's stuff coming tomorrow that's interesting. There's stuff that's coming Sunday that's even more interesting. And, you know, in the coming weeks, I'm still going to be researching this to see exactly what's going on. But, Chloe, you and Task Force ought to have a little debate, since you two seem to have this thing for Timmy to figure out who Timmy belongs to. And I got news for you. Timmy, uh, Sherry Noller airbrushing. She's Sherry Noller. Okay. I ain't desperate. You're the phony. You come in here, even Chloe. Phil McConnell is free. I don't know where you think anything's wrong with Phil. Phil McConnell's fine. He's free. You people you people are making Phil McConnell angry, whether you realize it or not. Um, you know, this is uh, interesting, and I pointed this out before that when people finally learn the truth about Holmseth, the people around him, and uh, the fact that he's a fraud, that when they decide to give their own opinion, all of a sudden they're retaliated against. And this shows you cannot trust Tim Holmseth. You cannot trust the people around him. If you tell him something and ask him to keep it private, he will betray you. This is the kind of person he is. Now, I have things that have been sent to me by people that totally disagree with me. Over on Telegram, these people totally disagree with me. But I keep that stuff private. I don't release stuff. Did I report on Chad? Ronald? Yeah, I just talked about him. Uh, you guys are exploiting a dead man. The guy's dead, and this gives you a perfect opportunity to attack him because he can't defend himself. The dead can't defend themselves. Well, maybe my other friend in there can, but you know, you're exploiting Chris Allen. I mean, the family of Chris Allen's mad at you people. And people are getting a lot of people mad because you're going around, saying that Neely Blanchard is by a shadow of a doubt uh, innocent. No, Donald J. Trump never heard of Tim Holmseth. He doesn't know Tim Holmseth. Tim Holmseth is doing absolutely nothing except sitting on a couch, eating popcorn, uh, and watching a big screen TV. He's not doing a damn thing. You know, you people, you want to believe that? Go right ahead. But someday, Tim Holmsath is no longer going to be a useful idiot, and then we'll see what happens. You know, right now, he's a straw man. He's a prop. He's being used by these people, and eventually, um, Tim Holmsath is. It doesn't matter if anybody's with the high command or not. It, uh, it's garbage. It's a fairy tale. It's a fantasy. Absolutely nobody in the Trump administration has ever heard of the PPTF. I checked that out personally. Yeah, you know all about the props because you made Tim Holmsath one. You know, why is, you come up with this excuse that Holmsath is in protective custody or under protection. But he can, even when he's under protection, he can talk, he can live stream. Look at Snowden. Snowden is under protection and he can blab all the way he wants. And I got news for you, Tim. Oh, here we go with the bar. Here we go with the barflies. Yeah, and these are the same barflies you want to get Neely Blanchard and uh, the guy over in Delphi, Indiana, acquitted. How are you going to do that without the barflies? You people don't know anything, and I get entertained listening to you people make absolute fools out of yourselves over there. All these wild conspiracy theories you come up with. Why the hell is that thing coming in the screen? It's a there. I get rid of that thing. I got cat's been messing with my green screen. But yeah, you're too much of a chicken shit to show your new car. Well, come on, why don't you show it? License plate and all. My car's not new, but it gets me from point A to point B. But, you won't show the new car. So. You ought to change your task force. You ought to change your name to Joel Osteen because he likes to show off his new car and he likes to show off his jet and maybe his yacht and his big house. I mean, Timmy used to criticize people that bragged about all the goodies they have, and here he is doing the same thing. But I'm waiting. I'll see. And why did you mask out the car in the last video you made where you people said that you went to where Phil McConnell was in the hospital? I've never seen that before. Usually, anytime Timmy used to do a video, you could at least see the hood of whatever car he was driving. In this video that was on the last time, they cut the video in half. He had this big ass black line going through the bottom of the car. So I mean, there are all kinds of cars out there. I got a car. Everybody's got a. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, really? Yeah, but I guess it was Jesse. But then, why was the bottom half of the screen masked out? This is what I'm trying to understand. So I get a kick out of watching these people make fools of themselves, and you got this phony task force that she's advocating for a guy that has come out and said that she doesn't exist. So it's just. But Timmy doesn't realize who he's surrounded himself with, and he doesn't understand. Oh, here we go, another know-it-all. Yeah. Yeah. Funny how people keep changing the subject here. Actually, going in overtime, I had planned on shutting down at 10 o'clock. But I like watching Task Force making an ass of itself. I mean, I don't know why they had to hide who drove. Uh, the use of the fake court orders are coming from fake courts. All family courts are not lawful courts under the Constitution. Oh, really? Under what section? Well, why don't you tell us who that? Why don't you tell us who that judge is? I mean, you know. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about. As a matter of fact, since you brought it up, Tennessee, I might as well talk about it because that was going to be the subject of a segment that I was going to be doing about Tim Homeseth being the useful idiot and what happens to the useful idiot when he's no longer useful. See, Tim Homeseth has surrounded himself with people that he's only known for the last 3 years. 99.9% of the people he hangs with, he did not know 3 or 4 years ago. And all of a sudden, you get this neighborhood comes out, and oh, I love this one. This is one of these dumb shit things. It's these sovereign citizens put this stuff out there all the time. It's a bunch of bullshit. Getting back to the subject, though, Timothy Charles Homeseth has surrounded himself with people that he's only known for a few years, 2, 3 years, 4 at the outside. And he knows nothing about these people. He hasn't been able to do any background checks on these people. He's in over his head. And he's highly controlled. And the proof is there every day because all you see is people speaking on his behalf. The only source information that even comes close to being Tim Homeseth is his true social account. And that, according to sources, is not the real Tim Homeseth. There is no proof of any kind that Tim Homeseth is behind any social media account on the internet. None at all. I didn't know your stuff was yours. I thought this was part of the Patriot movement. I didn't know, Chloe, that you own this stuff. I mean, cyber citizens have been talking about this nonsense for years. So, but the fact, I get the biggest kick out of Task Force is too stupid to understand that nobody supports it. Whoever Task Force is. Task Force is being called a fraud by everybody. So, And no bar members take oath to the crown in this country. Um, if you want to talk about that stuff, you go over to the United Kingdom because we don't have, we're not under the United Kingdom. We're here. We're an independent country. I think we fought a war to settle that matter. Apparently, you people, when you flunk high school, you miss out on uh, American and world history, where you would learn a few things instead of making yourself look like a bunch of blithering idiots. But that's kind of hard to get through your sick heads. But what are you gonna do? Stupid is what stupid is. Yeah, probably is. Oh, Jesse Holmes. Let's see. Let me. HOPIM. Hoping that's what. All I'm out for is the Truth Task Force. You have. It's funny. You still have not answered the question. Why do you support people that call you a fraud? I don't get it. If somebody called me a fraud, I wouldn't be supporting them. But you just keep espousing your crap. Um, you know, and you're admitting that Timmy Hop is a criminal. Like that acronym. Haven't seen anything yet. All I see is a bunch of BS from you people. Huh. You people have been talking about this tribunal bullshit for years, and I haven't seen any of it. There aren't going to be any no damn tribunals. What there's going to be are court hearings against people like Tim Holmseth if he survives. Because, like I was saying, uh, Timmy is a bubble boy. He's in this bubble. He's in somebody's basement. They feed him. They give him popcorn, whatever else, and that's it. Authorized and directed by Congress with the rise of specialized. Where's the documentation? You know, E-clause unknown. That's unknown, Rebecca. This is my point here. Tim Holmseth is being kept out of sight. Now they came up with this uh, under protection, witness protection stuff because it's an ideal cover. They can say he's in witness protection and get away with it. And they don't have to. It's not like a normal missing person or well-being case where you can call the authorities and say we are concerned that he's missing because even his own daughter has been brainwashed with thinking he's under uh, protection of some kind, which he's not. He is being held in a highly controlled situation, and he's not allowed to be alone at any time. He's always somebody with him. If you notice that when he's in front of a building or he walked across this car in that one e-bag thing, somebody is taking a picture of him. If you do a selfie, you're going to be holding the camera like this. You know, You're not going to be walking in front of a car unless you have the camera set up for it. And Timmy is not a good photographer. He never was. There's always somebody taking pictures for him. And so, so that's actually kind of funny. But, this thing with E-Claws, it was a big fraud. And Neely found out. And she was mad because this guy made promise after promise after promise to get her kids back. And he didn't do it. And so she got mad and she shot him. About the most simple thing, alleged. And, you guys can have a field day between now and the end of June, which is a little more than a month from now. And then this stuff is going to come out in court. And when this stuff comes out in court, you people are going to look stupid. I can imagine the excuses that are going to come out from these people. But the point of fact is that when this gets to court, and especially if Neely Blanchard gets on the stand, it's over. Because, it was discussed. Oh, now we're getting personal. No, I didn't use her money to go anywhere. And this is an example of what these people do. Now, I have a channel with 21 people on it. 21. And even less that are actively chatting. Yeah, we've been over this. Well, I don't know. Phil McConnell never called me in for trespassing, so it must be I had permission to be there. So, you go on task force, we've been over this before, and before, and before, and before. It's like a broken record. Yeah, it's funny. You sit there and you start this BS with me, and it's funny that task force never checked into this because I explained this. The house at the time that I was doing my live stream was in foreclosure by the bank. Even Randy admitted that one. And I had permission from the bank to do whatever I wanted there. The house was being prepared to be put up for sale. So there we go there. But I did have. Again, task force, that mush you have in your brain, even if you have a brain, everybody knows what Operation Chaos was. It was a sightseeing tour. That's all it was. And it worked because you people took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. And you make me out for something I'm not, which is unbelievable. Again, look at the screen. 22 people, and 2 of them are trolls. Janice, Paula Blade is going to be doing a radio show with them. If you go to her Telegram, she will give you the details about when Phil McConnell will go on the air. Right now, they do tape conversations because he's still recovering But he's getting better every day, from what I understand, and he should be going back on the air live anytime. But um, so that's that. But yeah, I did Operation Chaos Task Force, and yeah, it's funny how you people keep lying about that. Um, because it's all it was. I went up there for a week. I drove around, came back to Orlando. It's no big FBI operation. There's no army running around. Ooh, we got the bad language going here, folks. I'm getting riled up here. Her task force is getting riled. And she still, it goes over her head that she was called out on this show as a phony. Still doesn't register. It's funny as shit. I wonder who this amazing idiot is, because nobody likes her. Not, you know, they everybody on Telegram has called this individual a fraud. Every one of them. Task Force does not have one single supporter on Telegram. Kind of weird. But, again, it goes to who that might be. Oh, yeah. Hi, IBT. I see you're in here. You're stalking this channel. Your best friend, Task Force, is in here. Which makes me wonder, because if IBT is posting this stuff, then maybe IBT is lying and it's really Task Force in here. Because I don't see IBT saying a thing about Task Force. Yeah, they're all frauds. And it's funny, IBT's a Canadian. IBT doesn't know crap. We can outmove you with our hands tied behind our backs. That reminds me of Rush Limbaugh. That used to be a tagline of him. What's your next project? Well, my next project is covering the trial of Neely Blanchard. That's my next project. Well, she claims that she talks to Timmy, but there's no proof that she does. See, these people make all kinds of statements that they can't come up with. They say, "Oh, we're this, that, and the other thing." No proof. Calls me Whitey Bulger. No proof. She keeps whining about me and my little channel here. Whines about people talking about her source income, but she makes it so that I can't work. When you go around telling people that I'm a child killer and all this other stuff, and this is supposed to be a national task force for the purpose of going after pedophiles, child traffickers, and they're doing no such thing. They're running around stalking and gaslighting people like me. That's all they're capable of. So they're phonies. It's a sham. Let's see what we got now. Well, keep forgetting this is a touchscreen. There we go. Let's see. We got a picture of a dog, and we got a picture of Timmy in a bubble. Yeah, they put up Timmy in a bumble. Timmy the Bubble Boy. That's good old IBT. apparently there's, the PPTF isn't, PPTF apparently isn't very busy. And of course, there's people are weird. But, the kiddies got to play, I guess. But just so you guys know, task force is making a threat. It's a veiled threat. So if anything happens to me, uh, we can you can tell law enforcement to look at task force and the people behind that organization: Randy Erickson, Tim Holmseth, Alexander, however the hell you pronounce the last name, Jesse, and so forth. Kirk Pendergrass, Chris Hallett, part of team, rescued Tim Holmseth from jail, so you're mocking this. Well, I'll tell you something. If Timmy is rescued from jail, then why is there a warrant out for his arrest in several states, and another one that he is about to get served on him? He needs to go and check his mail because he's got a subpoena waiting for him. And that's one of the things I'll be talking about. You seem to forget Tim Holmseth came back and he wasn't too happy with Kirk Pendergrass. Go back in the archives. They had a real interesting discussion with Randy Erickson, Kirk Pendergrass. There's articles that Timothy wrote about Kirk Pendergrass and about Chris Hallett. Seems awful funny that it took the death of Chris Hallett for Timmy to change his mind. Oh, I lost a listener. Why should I call the FBI on John Taylor? He's not guilty of anything. You call the FBI. You seem to think there's a big deal. I don't see you calling the FBI. I mean, you're all no. Let's see, what's that expression? You're all blow but no show. Yeah, they ought to call that the crazy test butt force, or the Pentagon pedophiles supporters force is what it is. Actually, he defends pedophiles. He's defended every single pedophile in the major news. It's amazing. Oh boy, this has been interesting. And task force, got anything else? I'm about ready to shut this down. It's been 2 hours. I got an early wheels up again, so I gotta do a wrap here pretty soon. Guess not. Well, everybody, I think I'm going to call it a night. I do appreciate all you people coming in. I certainly appreciate Task Force coming in. She sure livened things up for the last hour. And gave me proof that old infiltrate over there is still interested in my channel. Because apparently they have absolutely nothing going on over there. You know, they're picking on a dead guy and coming up with all the malarkey that they talk about uh, and all that. Extortion attempt reported. What extortion attempt is that? I mean, I just had an extortion attempt. All I asked you to do is to prove who you are. But, you know, go ahead and report it. Go ahead. Go ahead. We'll see how far this gets. I mean, you people have made threats against me before, so go for it. You know, let's put your money where your mouth is, there, task force, and be sure, you know, don't give me any of this crazy username shit. Give your real name. Oh, we'll see, baby, we'll see. I love you people. Let's see, what do we got here? Yep, I expected this. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this Florida man who is featured on the news in Florida for creepy involvement in missing child says he's performing investigative services for Marion County. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Quit your lying there, fake Timmy. What I did is I called Marion County about some of the discovery, and guess what? Somebody committed multiple acts of perjury. And perjury is a felony in the state of Florida, as this individual's going to find out. And, you know, one thing, you know, so this is the same malarkey they do every time. You know, the thing is, it's the same shit over on Telegram. Nobody pays any attention to it except this little circle of idiots. So I expected it. I expected it. And nothing's going to come of it. They can sit there and keep repeating the same malarkey over and over and over again. And it ain't going anywhere. Oh, I suppose you can prove all this stuff, Task Force. I didn't, huh? Well, then are you saying that your boyfriend over there on Telegram is lying? Because he's saying that I did. Go for it. But I guarantee you, somebody committed perjury. And I will reveal who committed the perjury and what was said that is a lie by this individual. And if this individual thinks it's the truth, then that individual can come into court at the end of June, get up on the witness stand, put his right hand up in the air, put his hand on that little Bible thingy, and swear to the court that what he said was true. And then the bailiff will be there with a set of handcuffs to haul his ass off. So you and those idiots over on Telegram just keep this shit up. You know, you people, you know, you keep doing this stuff and it's going to blow up in your face. You know, this fake Timmy Homesets account over there is going to get Timmy in trouble. Because, you know, Timmy is committing a crime right now. And this just Keats. The PPTF is nowhere. It's in your little head. You know, you guys sit around in your living rooms and your basements and you decide what kind of BS you're going to talk about. And the PPTF is a fraud. FRAUD. And, you know, if you're so proud of the PPTF, why not tell everybody who you are? Can't do that, can you? No. You won't answer any of my questions. Where's this new car? We've been here an hour waiting for this new car. Never showed up with that. It just, it amazes me. This Canadian woman is supposed to have a business she operates, and rather than operate the business, um, now they've got the 30-year-old picture of Randy Erickson up. Gotta love these people. But, again, what is so important about this channel that has these women's panties in a wad? Don't understand it. I think it's funny. I talk to friends of mine, and a lot of my friends are in law enforcement, and they think it's the funniest thing they ever heard of. They say, how can there be people this stupid in the planet? Well, I really don't care. I mean, these people say things and then they can't, and there's nothing to back them up. And they're desperate. This is ever since I started covering the Nellie Blanchard case, the vitriol against me has gone up exponentially. And it seems to be increasing on a daily basis. It seems to be that these people have nothing else better to do. They discuss virtually nothing except people that call them out. There's been no arrest for child traffickers. There's been none of this stuff. It's all about my channel and about people that have turned against them and called him out for being a pathological liar. And I told these same people, I said, this is what's going to happen. If you get vocal against him, they're going to attack you. Your best advice, this is my advice to anyone that is disillusioned against Homestead. Just shut up. Don't say anything. Just go away. Don't get directly involved with calling them out. Just walk away. Go live your own life. Go on other areas, change your username, what have you. Don't advertise that you're leaving them, because you're walking into a trap if you do that, because they don't believe in the First Amendment. So, that's my warning to you people. If you get disillusioned with Tim Homseth and what he has to say, don't advertise it. Just go away. Remain anonymous. If you want to discuss them, change your name to something else where they can't find you, and do it that way. Because Butterfly is a perfect example of what happens when you speak your own mind, when you defend your point of view. They come after you. Look at what they're doing to me. They got this stuff over on Telegram. And how can I stop? This is how stupid these people are. Why do you stalk Neely so much? Neely Blanchard is in the Lake County, Ocala jail. She is charged with first-degree murder. She is accused of shooting a man 4 times in his own house. And that's stalking? That's reporting. Timothy Charles Homseth came out and said the woman is innocent and accused me of killing Chris Hallett. How do we know, task force, that you didn't kill Chris Hallett? Proof again. This is what happens when you are honest about people. They make this kind of a threat right here. This is against the law. This is called revenge porn. You have come on here and you have threatened revenge porn against a woman. That's a felony. you know, I don't know what is in the minds of these people that they don't understand that there is a First Amendment in this country, that people have a right. You know, go ahead and talk about that. You know, I don't know why you come over here. You know, go talk about COVID over on Telegram. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's stupid fucking people, I swear. But that's fine, you know, and it's the more they talk, the more people are realizing just how stupid these people are. Timmy is in a bubble under very, very strict control. And, you know, Timmy comes out and says that there's us that are trying to assassinate him and all this stuff. I would be more worried about the people around him than I would about strangers out here in the real world. Timmy has got himself way in over his head. He is under absolute control. And when he finds out, it's going to be too late. You know, he'll be worm food by the time he finds out that he's gotten himself in a situation. Uh, you know, this is going to be like the Julius Caesar thing. Um, you know, oh, Kirk's Law. Kirk's Law. Kirk's bullshit. That guy's the biggest phony on the planet. Yeah. What an idiot he is. But you're all idiots. Probably PWS Builder is probably the one controlling. Um, One is locked up in Canada. Big part in this. Oh boy. I'm getting more and more and more and more important every day. I'm this person of international importance. I am a big deal internationally. God. Of course, task force can say anything they want. It comes down to proving it. That's the problem. You know, these people have said this stuff for years. No proof. Not one. Puts up a drawing of some guy that's been dead for 20 years. Or, well, 5 years, whatever it was. Okay, now I am being accused of being in a trafficking ring. And how you all operate it. We have it all. All right, well, bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. I challenge you. Bring it out. Call. I don't know who you're going to call. I mean, the barflies are your only alternative, or the FBI that everybody wants to get rid of. So I don't know who the hell. You know, what is it? A bunch of vigilantes going to come down here with AK-47s and fill me full of holes? You know, that's slightly illegal. You know, you guys go around, you know, talk about funding. You go over to GoFundMe account and this religious thing that he uses, and he's got 6 to 8 different e-bag sites, plus he sells t-shirts and mugs. That's where his money. Actually, you're the one that's stupid, task force. I mean, you can sit there and you can make all the claims you want. You know, you've been doing this for years, and nothing's come of it. Absolutely nothing. You know, Holmesat has turned his, let's see, he turned his back on QAnon. He's turned his back on Lynn Wood. He's turned his back on David Strait. I believe he's turned his back on Juan O'Sullivan. So all these people that supported Tim Holmesat over the years, he has turned his back on. or to be more accurately, those that control him turned his back against these people. They have put Homeseth in this little bubble, and they are watching every single solitary thing he does. He has absolutely no freedom at all. And, task force, you can come in here and make your snide little remarks, but all you're doing is you're digging yourself a hole because you have been called out as a phony. It was done in here tonight. You were called out as a fraud. And this goes right over your head. This is what's funny about all this. Task Force was called out as an absolute positive fraud, and it just went right over. Well, I don't know, Task Force. We've got Republicans in control of the government right now, so they're, look at all the cuts that they want to make. If Kevin McCarthy gets his way, I'm going to be out on the street because he'll take my Social Security away and that of Cheryl as well. And so where are we going to be? We're going to be out on the street. So. But, the thing about this, Task Force, nothing you say is worth anything. You're a pathological liar just like Tim Homeseth is. So there's no point in, all you're doing is just spewing your lies. But, nobody else will listen to you, so you come over here. Stupid cat. I'm going to have to. Yeah. You know what a short sale is? And you know how many people had their houses sold in a short sale? Thanks to predatory lenders and the fact that my wife died. So yeah, it was sold in a short sale. So what? Not the only one that had it done. I mean, what does this have to do with anything? This is the thing. These people are not concerned about anything except for trying to drive me off the air. That's what this is all about. They want to silence me. They want me to get off the air. Why is that? I mean, I'm not CNN. I'm not Fox. I'm not NBC, CBS, ABC, or even the CBC. I'm a guy that has a small, emphasis on small, YouTube channel. I average 20 people a night. What in the hell are you talking about? I have nothing to do with John Taylor. So where are you getting this from? Weird. I don't know. I have nothing. I'm not capable of doing anything with Fireman John. I mean, he's free to come in here anytime he wants. I mean, Task Force, you were told a year ago that you're not welcome here, but you show up anyway. If I block you, come back. Oh, here we go with the finders again. That's something you know nothing about. But, you got to have your conspiracy theories. And the defamation you people put out there, one of these days, that's going to be a disaster for you people. Because you keep putting this idiotic stuff out there. And it's false. Weird. Boy, this sounds so much like IBT. I think IBT doesn't want to admit it's her because it sure sounds like IBT. But if you got all these investigations going on at the PPTF, what the hell are you doing here? Oh yeah, that wait till the collection starts coming in for all those to pay that fine. Yeah, but this weirdness about investigations and getting you guys have been spewing this crap since I don't know when. It's been at least 5 years, 6 years. Actually, it's going on 6 years that you made the same threats. And this was even before the PPTF was created as a scam to bilk money out of people. It's amazing. I'm I'm amazed that people are that stupid. Really am. It's funny. Yeah, and I'm surprising the shit out of me that 22 people are hanging around. I mean, I appreciate it. Let's see. I just got a mail. Well, that's all right. I think I'm going to leave that stand. Um, well, it's been 2016 for this current group, but Home Seth has been stalking me since 2010. And so, okay, you got your hands tied behind your back. How are you typing? I mean, you got a magic typewriter where you just sit there and go click, 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 and you talk and the machine does it all by itself. I mean, I remember an episode about Star Trek about that. And you're saying, okay, I've got 4 followers. So why am I such a big deal? If I've only got 4 followers, what power do I have to do anything? What, this is what I don't. Oh, here we go with this weird line again. You have a financial interest in your free trips of stalking. So you're doing the same thing. You're in here stalking this show. You make threats of coming down to my house. That's stalking. Again, Tim Holseth and Randy Erickson claim to be part of the PPTF. That makes both of them public figures. And their actions are a matter of public interest. They are not ordinary people running a 4-follower YouTube channel. That's the difference. That's not stalking. I know you don't like the First Amendment. You hate the First Amendment. You want this country to be a dictatorship. No elections of any kind. We'll just, we like this guy, Donna Mar-a-Lago. We'll make him president. Again, you are admitting that Timothy Charles Holmseth is a criminal. Jimmy Hoffa was a criminal. He was a gangster. Timmy Hoffa is a criminal and a gangster. Thanks for making that clear. I mean, this is the best you got? I mean, yeah, this is pathetic. I mean, this shows you how pathetic this shows you how pathetic the PPTF is. That all they're interested in is gang stalking a YouTube channel with 4 supporters on it. That's what they're saying. I got 4. Let me back up here. 4 people. Yeah. 4 followers. and yet, yee! It's like a treadmill here. The hamster on the treadmill. Same thing over and over and over again. Sitting in the Florida swamp. Has your handler given you a baby? See, here we go. This is all this person's interested in. You know, we've got, I don't know how many kids are missing every day or get into child trafficking and all this stuff. And this idiot's worried whether or not I've got an air conditioner. And I said before, buy me the air conditioner. You're so damn concerned about having an air conditioner, buy me one. And why would a person that has 4 followers need a handler? I've got, my count went up. I got 24 people in here. Why would anyone want to handle something so small? You people make absolutely no sense. Of course, your conspiracy theories don't make any sense. So why would I expect anybody to make any sense? Yeah, task force never answers anybody. I kind of wonder if I'm talking to a bot here, that it's just an auto sender that keeps sending this stuff here. There's no conversation going on. And I don't think this task force is even a real person. I think it's just it's an AI or something. Why you call me a freak? Why, if this is the case, task force, then why are you in here since you call us all freaks? Weird. Do 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 do. Oh, who's this? Oh, thank you. Well, let me. Da, 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 da. Not in shop. Yeah, that's exactly true. Yeah, Sean found out real quick, how the laws work in this state. This guy decided he wanted to swat me, and that didn't turn out too good. And a task force wanted proof. There's the proof right there. Sean McQueen, he decided to call up the Lake County Sheriff's Department, and he found that was a stupid thing to do. Something like flying from Florida to Minnesota for the Grand Tour. I don't understand that one, but I guess what it is task force is trying to tell us that it's against the law to travel from Florida to anywhere in this country. Timmy Hoffa, the gangster, is worldwide. PTF is everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Well, I guess that means that this is an international criminal enterprise that Timmy is part of. Well, actually, I think my I'm going to check. I think my. Whoops. And I didn't. I'll wait until later for that. But yeah, I have somewhere around 1,500 subscribers, and but the thing of it is, this is still a small channel, and it's kind of weird that this has this big worldwide PPTF stalking it. What has got these women's panties in a wad about this teeny tiny little channel? There's an obsession here. And that's what needs to be looked at is why are they obsessed with this channel? Yeah, another accusation. They love to dole out these accusations with absolutely no proof. Keep it coming, Buttercup. Just keep it coming. You know, everything is archived. I do the same monitoring. I archive stuff. Here we go now. Another accusation. Yep. Defamation of character, slander, infliction of emotional distress, attacking the elderly. Yep. Just keep it up. Keep it up, Buttercup. One of these days, the hammer's going to come down on you. You better believe it. Phew. Fun tonight. Well, actually, Indian satellites aren't that cheap. They're on a par. I mean, they're cheaper than most, but they're still not. The downstream rate for those satellites are pretty. Well, more defamation and slander here. And it's a funny thing. Tina Church, we haven't heard from Tina Church in years, almost a decade, and here this woman is being slandered. I mean, this is the thing. If people go away and don't talk about Tim Homeseth, they're still attacked. So all you people out there that are changing your mind on Homeseth, take note. Don't advertise that you're leaving. Just go. Because they'll attack you. Here we go. Defamation and slander again. And Tim Homeseth is legally liable for all these statements because this is being said on his behalf. So just keep it up. Keep it up. And you will be the one facing justice. So what? I mean, is there a law or a requirement? Somebody has to go out and knock up some chick so that he has children? I mean, where's the requirement? I mean, where is this in PPTF law? I would love to see this. I'm not sure what's going on with Glow. People, people have lives of their own. She's probably here, probably busy. I think Glow is a he. But this thing is weird. That people are going to have children. Tim Homeseth had 3 children out of wedlock. And Randy Erickson had to pay his child support because he refused to do it. So there's that. And that is in the court records. That is verifiable proof. So, you keep digging yourself a deeper hole, task force. The defamation and slander just keeps building up. So you just keep it up. Well, apparently task force does. Apparently task force needs slave labor for some reason. That all these people have to go around and have kids. Okay, we have a threat of posting revenge porn. And notice that, see, task force won't give her real name because task force doesn't want to go to jail. Posting revenge porn is against the law. It's a felony. You get 5 years per violation, per image. So yeah, you keep it up. You sit there and you make threats, and by being on this show, it's documented. You can't erase it. And so, Kathy can march right down. Katie, when the videos come out, she can march right down to her local law enforcement and file criminal charges against wherever the stuff is posted. And since it's on the behalf of Timothy Charles Homeseth, it will be reported that Timothy Charles Homeseth authorized the release of these videos, and he will have to come to court. And more defamation and slander. But task force just threatened to commit a felony. And so, I would advise against it, but if you post those images, be ready to go to jail. And wherever it appears, that database is going to be hit with an arrest warrant. So, it's too late. You put the stuff on this board. That just shows you. This shows you what the true Tim Homeseth is. He has absolutely no morals. He is not a Christian. He is a thug, just like the rest of these people are. And somebody says, look, I'm not interested in your show anymore. This is why I'm going away. And he turns around and says, well, okay, if you're going to go away and not support me anymore, we're going to put up revenge porn. That's the kind of people that Tim Homeseth and this group are. This is what task force is. They are thugs. They are bullies. They are stalkers. And there's already been a criminal complaint filed in regards to those pictures. So, she can take these posts off of my live stream and march right down to law enforcement and turn them in and say, this is proof of what they're doing. They're threatening me because I speak my own mind and I want to file felony charges. And that's the end of it. The state will investigate. Criminal charges will be filed. And Tim Homeseth will have another felony to add to his jacket because in order to defend himself, Tim Homeseth has to come to court. He can't do it remotely. He has to get a lawyer or one of these bar floods and send it down there. Well, tell you what, task force, why don't you go to Ocala and get your own footage? I mean, I know you people like to steal my content, so why don't you march right up to the Marion County Courthouse in downtown Ocala, Florida, and get your own footage and put it out there. Go for it. The video I put on tonight was 2.5 hours long, and 90% of it was the cops standing around yammering with the body cams shut off. I don't think anybody wants to sit here for 2.5 hours and watch a bunch of cops just standing around doing nothing. So I edited out. Hell, the body cam footage actually got more airtime than they would have on. Do you see this on any local TV station or on national TV? No. This is the only place right now that you're seeing this material. So if you want to, I don't care what you think about you seem to be awful concerned, again, about this stuff. Yeah, of course he did. They got into a big argument about Timmy. Timmy turned around and called Kirk Pendergrass a fraud, and he called Chris Hallett a fraud. People forget about that. The thing of it is, what all the stuff that task force is saying is irrelevant and immaterial. It means nothing. Nothing I do on this channel means a damn thing. The only thing that's going to mean a damn thing is when this case goes to trial. It will be up to a jury to decide. I can't decide. Nobody can decide except the jury. So this is what this task force person doesn't understand. They have no clue how the real world works. So well, the thing of it is what is this concern about babies? Well, you're younger than me. I'm 72 years old, so I'm almost 40 years older than you. So, you're young in my book. I can't remember what 33 was like. That's too far back. Well, it's task force has nothing. So task force has to keep coming up with this soap opera stuff. What are you going to do? But, well, this has been entertaining, folks, but 5 o'clock in the morning comes real early. But again, as soon as I get it in post, I will be putting up the other body cam. And tomorrow I will be putting up more interesting footage. And Sunday, I'll be putting up more stuff. So it's going to be tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. There will be more discovery coming out. And after Monday, then I'm going to decide what's next on the docket here. But please like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and share, and stay tuned. Barring a schedule difficulty, I will be back on the air tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern. And so good night, farewell, have a good one. And task force, go. Oh, one last thing. Where are all these licenses that Randy has? She's a real estate associate, and I believe she has a notary ticket. But other than that, what does she got? Where are all these licenses? Nobody's put up the licenses. They make a lot of claims, but there's nothing there. There's no proof. There's no list of all these licenses. They just say licenses. And I don't know what a real estate broker license has anything to do with anything. That means you can buy and sell houses and manage apartments. It has nothing to do with making court reports to the government. This loss prevention has nothing to do with real estate. This business about her saying that, what's that term? Escrow. This escrow thing is stupidly using a real estate term that doesn't mean anything. And Levi, she's only got maybe 1 or 2 licenses, and they are entirely in real estate. They are not in the government. She's not a member of any bar association. She has no paralegal, any of that. It's real estate. And there is no such thing as escrowing in the government. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And with that, I'm out of here. Thank you all for coming in. See you tomorrow night. And until then, have a good one.